said that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I am going to introduce our next guest, and it's Robert Codie. A big hand from the crowd as Robert steps in. Robert is the Lee Tran director. Did I get that right, Robert?
You did, absolutely.
The Lee Tran director. And the reason we invited Robert on is for a couple of reasons. Like, he had like the most bubbly of personalities making a presentation at the town council meeting.
First, we owe him an apology because our timing stinks.
Why?
His food that he ordered here, and believe me, he ordered some food over there.
Oh, you want to go eat?
Seriously.
We could do the movie trivia and have him back. Or we can make it
he's
quick.
Not getting through that
okay.
in the time.
What did you order, by the way?
Oh, man.
Some gravy.
Oh, that's great here.
Oh, it looked phenomenal.
Yeah.
Eggs.
Oh, eggs.
Yeah.
Hash browns.
With cheese, both. Phenomenal service. I recommend anyone to come down here to the beach. A beautiful ambiance. Loving the environment.
We're going to reorder. I'm going to reorder his food and pay for it.
Yes.
Okay. So, Robert, you were at the town council meeting to kind of give everybody an update of what's going on with the buses and the trams. And first of all, and we like to talk about it too because of all the services you guys offer, but also because traffic's a big deal down here. And more people we can get riding the bus or riding the trams, the less traffic there's going to be. And I really don't think, I don't want to jump ahead, but I really don't think people take advantage of that, the drop-off area. I know that's not what it's called, behind the Walmart. Yeah. And so, first of all, why don't you tell, I know, dear, I'm rambling, gambling man. Why don't you tell everybody what the services are that you offer from the county to the beach?
Absolutely. First and foremost, thank you for having me on this morning. We have the Route 490 that goes from our beach park and ride to beautiful Times Square. It runs seasonally every 15 minutes. Non-seasonally, it's about 25 to 30 minutes. We have our 410 that goes from Bowditch Point all the way down to Lover's Key. And during the season, we have our tram service. That's a big hit here on the beach. We have 3 trams that go between Bowditch Point down to near the library. Okay. And loop back around. And he mentioned congestion mitigation. That's something that we've been working with the state as well as the town, with the town manager, Mr. Hernestad, and the director of public safety, Chelsea O'Reilly. Wonderful people to work with. And up here at the intersection here, as soon as you cross over the bridge at Matanzas Pass Point, there's going to be a new intersection, which hopefully helps us decongest the roadways. But as he alluded to earlier, we really want people to use our buses and our park and ride center. It's a beautiful transfer point that you can utilize, that we have a lot of parking for our seasonal and non-seasonal guests. Please get off the roadways, use public transportation, decongest it. You don't have to sit in traffic for 10 to 15 minutes and sometimes 30, 45 minutes when you can utilize public transportation. It's here. And the prices are lower here on the island. It's only 75 cents as opposed to $1.50 per trip. And our seasonal trams are free.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to say I used it. And so, when my mom was visiting.
The bus or the tram?
The bus.
Okay.
The bus down from, I parked at the park and ride. The person saw us, the driver saw us pull up. And really, he could have, or she could have taken off, but they waited for us to get out of the car, and they were so nice. That bus, well, it was during spring break. That bus was packed. They did the best they could to accommodate everybody and get everybody on there. And we just scooted on down. And I'll tell you, it was a lot, it was busy. There was traffic, but I was a lot more relaxed, not having to deal with what lane should I get in and where am I going to park and how much is it going to cost me? So I thought it was great. And we drove down, we got dropped off at Times Square, and then it was easy to pick it up on the way back. So please give it a shot.
It's all about our patrons. It's all about service. And as they say, patience is a virtue, right? So our drivers, that's something that they really take a keen interest in, and being patient with our patrons and really trying to provide a superior service to everyone here in Lee County. I promise you, our trams, our seasonal trams, they're so popular that we're starting them 2 months earlier. This year, they're starting November 22nd as opposed to January 5th.
Yeah.
Due to the popularity. Even during the midst of a pandemic, we still had 120,000 riders. Prior to the pandemic, we had 171,000. Our goal was 200,000, but we ended services a little early in March due to the pandemic. But we're looking to ramp things up. People, please come join us. Ride with Lee Tran.
So what is it that what do you do to keep a personality so upbeat? I mean, what fill me in. I need a little of that jazzed up.
One, I have 3 kids.
Yeah.
So I have to be upbeat.
Yeah.
And I have 3 girls at that. So and my wife, I'm the only male in my house. So positivity.
Wow. Yeah.
I always tell my wife, positivity breeds productivity.
Yeah.
And patience.
Yes. And that's what we exercise. And plus I love what I do. I love life.
Yeah.
So I have no complaints. I get to live in beautiful Southwest Florida. I grew up here, born and raised.
Wow.
So this is my dream job, my dream place to live. And I just love what I do. And we have a great staff over at the county.
Yeah.
And the county manager down.
Yeah, I love those people over the county. They're so helpful, and Betsy was great setting up the interview, and it's almost like smooth sailing over there, which is nice. Nice to see in government. So
can I ask? The buses also can accommodate if you want to bring your bicycle down, correct?
Yes, we have bike racks on the front of our buses. There are bike racks on every bus and our trolleys. The only bikes that you can't have is the trams, because there's no bike racks on our trams, because it's an open air concept.
Right.
So one of the questions that I think maybe I don't remember which town council member asked it was, can you expand the service? I don't know if they were talking about, were they talking about the tram?
They're referring to the tram, extending the tram potentially down to Santini Plaza. We've conversed about that, but it comes at a cost.
Yeah.
And that's something we'll have to look into. But the trams are currently grant funded. So with regards to that grant, there are criteria that we have to meet, and we have to stay within it. And it's a 3-year process.
Okay.
Now, where do the trams go? Because you said the bus goes to Lover's Key.
Correct. And the trams goes from Bowditch Point to the library.
Okay. And so if they want to extend it, when does the 3 years come up, by the way?
Next year.
Okay. So there's a chance that maybe is it the TDC?
It's the VCB.
Okay.
As well as collaboration with the town. It'll have to be joint partnerships between the VCB, FDOT, the town, as well as the county, because it's a funding. The trams aren't the cheapest service, because it's a free service.
Yeah.
So it'll have to be a collaborative effort, but there have been talks. That's why we added a 3rd tram during this contractual agreement.
So how does the bus situation maneuver through the traffic and all that? Or people should just realize, hey, you don't have to find a place to park. You're helping with the traffic when you park down by the Walmart, and maybe it takes 10 extra minutes, but you're not you're not trying to find a place to put your car and spend that $10. So is it?
And it's free. Our parking lot is free.
Right.
So
it is. Okay.
It's free. So the best way to decongest the roadways is to park at the parking lot. So when you don't want to sit in traffic, and I would really advocate for everyone to park at the parking lot.
Right.
Hop on the trolley. You're talking about 15 to 25 minutes, depending on the traffic. So we can reduce the traffic. Everyone can partake in that by parking at our parking lot.
Do they have? Have they really used it to its capacity
no,
yet?
Sir.
Yeah. Every time we drive by early, so I don't know if that was fair. And we leave still by 11 o'clock. To beat the traffic, but I never really saw it like overcrowded and crazy like that.
No, it operates about 50% capacity.
It's crazy, but you have enough buses for 100% capacity of the parking lot. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. My idea for solving the traffic issue is just not allow cars on the island, just trams, buses, and bikes. People get a little exercise in. They wouldn't have to attach. Why do people attach their bikes to the bus? If they have a bike out, they should be exercising.
Well, you could but you bring the bike down here, and then you can tootle around here.
Yeah.
It depends on where they're coming from. You have a lot of people that come from in town, from the city of Fort Myers and beyond. And they catch the bus down, and then they hop on their bike once they get here to exercise from one point of the island down to the other. And then they go back to their homes. They catch it. Back into the
you
city.
didn't really need to answer that. I was just being sarcastic. People can do whatever they want to do.
I'm a transit guy, and I love mobility, and I love exercise. I love to really enjoy the beautiful nature of Southwest Florida.
I think the other thing too, and I believe this is true, that there is a bus from the beach parking that goes to the airport.
Yes.
So people could take, they don't need to. And right now it's so expensive to rent a car, and good luck finding one sometimes. So if you come in or you need to go out, you can take the bus all the way from here.
From the airport to the beach.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So are there going to be expanded services in any way? Is anything under discussion that you know of that there might be more or a different way? Or Go ahead.
It's more of improving frequency.
Okay. What does that
more
mean
of a
specifically?
More timing, the length of the routes, reducing the length of the routes and having more buses. So let's say it takes you to get from on the 410 from Lover's Key down here to Bowditch about 45 minutes to an hour. We want to reduce that time frame.
Yeah.
And really get it more like 30-minute intervals. So that's our goal, is more so focusing on frequency in those highly densely populated areas.
How do we get the word out more that people should, at least try it once and see if you can, clock out the time difference and the money saving thing? Or a lot of people feel like they have to be so close to the beach because if they need to bring a beach chair back, or they, if they want.
I truly recommend just try transit.
Yeah.
That's the key, is just trying it. And I promise you, the service that we render is like no other. It's first class. Our goal is to be the commuter service agency of Southwest Florida. And it's really just getting on our buses. They're clean, they're efficient.
They're cool, nice and air conditioned.
Correct. All of our protocols. We have everything one would need, from hand sanitizer to face masks. We do everything to cater to our population and our patrons.
Did you invite?
I know.
Boy, what's going on over there?
Did give me a start.
I know there's a big ceremony going on today at
to honor
at the baseball field.
Fallen.
Yeah. So do you guys sing songs on the buses and all that, and anything like that? Hand out chocolate chip cookies, or your work is that VCB whole TCB kind of thing?
That's outside of transit. Our goal is to get you there safely in a timely manner.
You're not breaking out into song or anything like that.
But you're more than welcome to break out in the song when you ride any of our vehicles. But no, that is not our specialty.
Now, if people take the bus from here to the parking, what besides going to the airport? Are there other connectors, or is that pretty much it?
No, you have the connector where you can connect into Fort Myers to our bell tower location. Okay. So you have connectors that go, we have our east-west from the beach to the airport, and you have from the beach into Fort Myers into our bell tower, which you can connect north and south and go wherever you would like.
So what's the earliest I could get on the bus at the stop behind the Walmart and get over here on the beach? What time is everything?
I believe our 490 is about 6:15.
Oh, that early.
Some brochures.
Oh, that'd be great.
Brought some with us. Actually brought you a swag bag.
Nice. Yes. What do you got in there?
Oh my goodness.
Our Lee Tran swag bag with some of our schedules.
Very cool. Look at that.
So that you'll have water bottles.
See, now I'm not saying you drink beer or anything, but just in case you do, I know your wife is out there too. Maybe every once in a while you guys have some water or something like that. We're exchanging swag. Right. Okay, good. We can hand them out. We got all the timing here. Yes, I didn't know it started leaving at 6 o'clock in the morning. You're going to beat traffic at that time anyway. No doubt about it.
And our goal is to help our service industry and those who are working on and off the island to get to their destinations. We have to take care of our local residents as well.
Right.
These are specifically the ones for the beach.
Here's our beach, and it has our 50, our 130, and our 150, our 410.
Cool. And it's nice to know that it's free to park there. I don't know if anybody knew that. I know I didn't know that, but it's nice to know that it's free to park over there. And the tram, what's the tram schedule again in what months?
In months. This year we're starting early, and our trams will begin November 22nd.
Yeah. Do you have like a video of the tram that people could see? Because that would be a cool promotion.
Absolutely. If you go to the VCB's website, you will see they do a nice video of our trams, and anyone can go visit Lee Tran, rideleetran.com. That's www.rideleetran.com, and really get a real view of what we do, as well as our Facebook page. Yeah, our Lee Tran Facebook page.
Did they sing songs on the tram at all, or have you?
And if you're a local artist and you want to sing on our tram, please feel free to, but our drivers are not expected to.
I know this is probably a violation of the sunshine laws, but it would be kind of cool to see all the county reps get on the tram and just start break out in a song or something. That'd be a funny video.
Hey, listen.
Promotional video.
Yeah. So that's
like a Beach Boys song.
Yeah, something like that. Have you ever thought about getting one of those bicycle beer things for Lee Tran? That you'd sell that out to people. People on the beach here would love that.
Due to our funding source, we cannot have anything with alcohol beverages.
VCB wouldn't allow that. Gotcha.
However, our trams are open air, and we will transport you to any of the local restaurants here on the beach.
If people park and want to ride down, how much stuff can they bring on?
Is there an under thing?
coolers or beach chairs? Like,
it's generally 2 bags if you can fit it in
Whatever you
your
carry.
seating area. Yes,
Okay.
your carry-on, similar to an airport. You don't want to bring too many bags. And just to go back, our first trip from the parking ride is 6:17 actually.
6:17, and they run until what time at night?
Our last trip ends at the beach parking ride at 8:47.
And so if I wanted to be dropped off, you can be dropped off by La Ola because you have that turnaround there, and then you would just wait there, and they got a speaker there, and
our buses, our trolleys generally ring the bells as they approach the stops. So you'll see us. We're the biggest things on the road, big and blue.
Nice.
And when it's a high traffic time, when I took it, it was an actual bus. It wasn't a trolley. They had a full-size bus because it was spring break. And so people were getting on at all of the different stops. That's the other thing. There's stops along the way to the beach. So you can get on, get off, be where you need to be.
There are 113 stops on both sides of the island.
Good Lord.
So when you look at the stops, yes.
I didn't know that.
7 Mile Island? Wow.
Because it encompasses the other side of the island, the San Carlos Island.
Okay.
So when we say beach, we extend all the way down to Bonita.
I don't expect you to know this, but how many stops are there in Lee County that you service?
1,751.
How could you insult him like that and say he wouldn't know that? Come on, dear, knock it off. How many buses does Lee County have?
We have a total of 118 vehicles.
Holy moly.
And some of them, I know that advertisers will wrap the bus.
Full
I saw
wraps.
one the other day.
What does that
was
cost,
nice.
Robert?
It depends on which package you have.
Rough idea.
We have, you can get a package for about $500 a month.
Really?
Yep.
Even beach buses too? $500?
We do not advertise on the beach.
Trolleys.
Really? Is that like a local ordinance, or is just something?
Yeah, local ordinance.
Yeah.
We don't have our vehicles wrapped here on the island. However, Mr. Hernstad, if you're listening, we're here.
yeah. And just think that maybe they could extend the usage of the buses or the trams or the trolleys, whichever one they were asking about, by allowing a little advertising. You guys would sell out that in a day.
And we do have phenomenal advertising inside. We have interior cards inside of our trams during the season. Seriously, we on the beach, our service and the population here is so great that the advertising, it's a key component to what we do in its totality. However, what we render on the beach is just exceptional.
Chad, I'm not going to ask that question. That's insulting. I would never do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Some people that watch the show just have nothing better to do.
Come up.
He wanted to know if the bus stops at Fantasies. I told him I'm not going to ask that. I don't even know what that is. So anything else you want the locals to know about the buses and the trams?
I mean, we have lots of.
That's right. One of the things I said to Betsy is like, you really need to be on. We need to have something like on the show every week, because these are the people that we want to get on the buses, whether they're local or visitors from out of town that watch the show and listen to the show. So what else do you want them to know?
Very simply, try transit.
Yeah.
Just really give it a chance. And the more people that utilize transit, the better the roadways will be.
Yeah.
Yep.
You are actually helping decongest the beach traffic. And really, it's safe, it's clean, and it's air conditioned. And it's convenient. It's frequent.
Boom.
And we're here to service you. And it's cheap. It's affordable.
Right.
Why pay for parking when it's free?
Yeah.
And your trip is 75 cents.
75 cents. Is that a
round trip? $1.50.
$1.50 round trip.
Yep.
$1.50 for parking and for getting dropped off really wherever you want to go.
Correct.
And I will say that when I took it the one time during spring break, we had a little bit of trouble with the money thing, and the bus driver was very gracious to just take what we had and just,
Well, we have a brand new fare system where it's contactless. It's tap and go. If you go to our beach parking lot, you can buy a ticket or a card. It's a reloadable card, or you can buy a limited use ticket if you're just here visiting. And it's really seamless process, transition. And once you get the card, you'll never have to buy another one. You can reload it, upload it, or you can download our app. It's a Lee Fare app where you can load value to it, and you can just use the app, scan and go.
Wow.
Lee Fare, and that's on is it on the Lee County website?
You can actually go to our website, or you can actually go to Lee Fare. It's an app.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's available, and it's free.
Do you guys do Apple Pay when you walk in, or is that?
We have not upgraded there yet, but we're moving in that direction.
Oh, no kidding.
We are.
Very cool. Very cool. So I knew I had another question, and it just escaped me.
Oh,
I know what it was.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Seasonal. Is there a seasonal pass
Serious question. Is there a seasonal pass or something for a one-time lump sum? I don't know what lump sum means, but
you can purchase one of our Tropper cards and you can load whatever fare product that you would like on there. And if it's stored value, which is a cash amount, that value will remain on that card until you use it down. Our day passes, of course, once you tap it, it starts that time frame. But if you want to load trips or stored value, it remains on that card until you use it.
Yeah, and folks, it's not like you're riding the New York City subway. It doesn't have spray paint on the inside.
No,
it's a
they're
nice bus. It's got air conditioning,
Yes.
and you know, Robert, for some people that might have bladder issues, I'm not pointing anybody out or anything. That might not be able to go 20 minutes without having to use the restroom. Is there?
It's frequent stops.
Yeah, there's frequent stops. You can pop off and then pop back on.
Gotcha. All right. So, Chad, just in case you had to come down and use the bus, there's your solution right there. So he's from Michigan, and he comes down once in a while and he's got big money. He should buy cards for everybody on the beach. He's got lots of money. So,
Chad, I recommend you get a Tropper card. You can load whatever fare you want it. When you're in town, you can tap and go. When you leave, it'll still be on there until you use it.
Yeah, he's a little chintzy with his money sometimes, but I like to point that out. So what are you doing this weekend? Did you just get in the bus every once in a while and ride around town?
Actually, I visit every one of our locations weekly. I ride at least one bus monthly just to engage with our patrons as well as our operators. I believe in transparency and availability, and I just want to be actively engaged in what we do. That's why today when we came to do the radio station, I brought my family.
Yeah.
We'll make it a beach day. We'll hop on the trolley. My girls love buses. I think I'm going to have my youngest. I think she's going to go into the logistics business. Yeah. But this is just what we do. I live and I breathe it.
Very nice. How did you get into the position that you're in? I mean, what's your background? How'd you wind up with Lee County?
I actually started in Atlanta.
Okay.
With Metro Atlanta Rapid Transit Authority.
Oof.
And it really just moved from there. And I moved back here in 2010. I started working with the school district. And I moved up the ranks from assistant director to executive director. And then the opportunity came with the county.
Nice.
And it was one that I've always wanted. This is my dream job.
Wow.
If I died today, I would go to heaven a happy man.
Yeah, that's great. It's nice
and I think you're going to go in a bus, right?
Yeah, big bus with wings. So
the angel bus.
So thank you so much for coming on. And we're going to keep spreading the word about the buses because, you know, the more people that ride the bus, the less congested it's going to be on Estero Boulevard.
And all of the this information, blah, 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 the route information is online as well.
Yes.
Yeah. And we'll get it on our website and all that. And I apologize for making you miss your breakfast there, but we're going to take care of that for you. He's all done, ladies. He's going to have some serious breakfast. They got some excellent breakfast here. And again, thanks to you and thanks to Betsy and Tim and everybody at the county for setting this up and for you coming all the way down here. We'll keep spreading the word.
And we appreciate your family for coming down and letting
3
you
girls.
take a break.
Wow.
Yes. Thank you for having us.
Yes. Thank you for coming down. Robert
pleasure.
Codie, everybody. Lee Tran, director at Lee County. A big round of applause from the artificial studio audience. I'm going to read an ad there if you want to make sure that everything is taken care of. And that's pretty cool, folks. Try the bus. I think what we're going to do is we're going to get on the trolley one day and do like a video. It's a trolley, right?